there was like 100 people on the ground, right? And
Yeah.
the people that were on the ground are the same people who are the support mechanisms for these teams when they lose. And we
Yeah.
don't off we quite often, and you know this, at the last match of a series or after a final, quite often the kids and the families will go out, but they'll go out like an hour and a half after, right, when no one's around, right? Like we see it all. The amount of times I've watched international cricketers play with their kids, but it's well after all the fans have gone. And this time they just went, no, there were like grandmothers out there were friends out there was all these different
Yeah.
people, all the support staff was involved, and you're like think about, and this is just, we're talking about one generation here, but we're talking about since 1992 onwards, those sorts of people have been the ones that those players have had to turn to when South Africa has stuffed up, right? When it's all gone to shit, that's who they've turned to. I kind of love that they let them go out on the ground and do the lap of honor with them. Like they were all
Yeah.
together. It was one of my favorite lap of honors I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think just the way, I think I saw some parts of the celebration where the mace was individually handed over to the support staff individually for them to
Yeah.
celebrate it themselves as their achievement, which I thought was a very, very nice touch, and obviously the families being allowed early was a nice touch by, I don't know, the Lord's management perhaps, or MCC as in ICC, as
Yeah, I
in
don't
I'd
know.
imagine it. Yeah, some of them, whoever did that, I think it was really cool. Because a lot of times in a lot of these victories, and I think he even mentioned this when it came to RCB, and was that the families actually go through as much of the emotional baggage as much as the players do, and oftentimes they're not given the credit for the support that they have shown to the players, right? And I think it needs to be celebrated with the families and needs to be celebrated with the people who support these players who go out in the field and try to do it for their team and for their country. And it's really nice. I think this makes it so much more inclusive, and this is what sport is all about, right? It's about trying to be as inclusive as possible, and the emotional baggages that partners go through, the emotional burdens that they carry, to see their partners navigate through difficult times and not having the power to do anything, to just sit on the side and just be there for them and be available for them when they need it, right? Not enough credit is given to the partners, and I'm so happy that the partners and the families got their absolute due in this case.